Live on a late Saturday night, it is time for the latest edition of the Bullpen with Adam the Bull, brought to you by Bet Rivers. Tonight we recap a disappointing Game 3 loss by the Cavaliers, their first home loss of the postseason after winning their first 4 games at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. The final score of the game, 106-93. We'll break it all down and get into it and look ahead to Game 4 on Monday night. All coming up in this edition of the Bullpen with Adam the Bull, brought to you by Bet Rivers. Everybody check out the Bet Rivers app for the latest and greatest deals. In fact, they have NBA playoff parlay insurance right now at Bet Rivers. We offer oh-so-close parlay insurance during the NBA playoffs. Place a parlay of 4 or more legs on an NBA playoff game each day, and you get part of your stake back in bonus bets if you're exactly 1 leg short of hitting your parlay. The insurance is valid on your first NBA parlay of the day. See the Bet Rivers app for more details and to see how much stake back you're eligible for. The Cavs look like they were playing 1 leg short for a lot of this game, and that leg was Darius Garland. Garland had a decent early fourth quarter, but it was far too little and far too late. Again, the Cavaliers lose 106-93. It was a good game in the first half. The Cavs hung in there. They were down 2 at the end of the first quarter, back and forth. Celtics went on a little run in the second quarter, ended up winning that quarter by 7 points and being up 9 at halftime. But where the game was pretty much put to bed, even though the Cavs made a run, was at the start of the third quarter. A 9-point halftime lead went to 23 on a 14-0 Celtics run at the start of the third quarter. The Cavs came back with a 9-0 run, and it was 15-4, I think, in total. And they kept getting it to 9 or 8 or 10 or 12. But once after that run, that 9-0/15-4 run, it was pretty much back and forth. I mean, it just stayed between, 14 and 9 or 8 points pretty much that whole time. The Cavs couldn't get any closer. Every time they had the ball down 9, or they couldn't make a shot. Garland missed a 3 middle of the fourth quarter. Nobody could hit threes. Besides Donovan Mitchell, of course. Donovan, not surprisingly, leading the way for the Cavs with 33. He was 12 of 22 from the field. He was 7 of 12 from 3. He had 6 boards, 3 assists, 2 steals, and no turnovers. But it wasn't enough. The rest of the Cavaliers were 24 for 62 from the field. And if you take out Donovan, 7 of 12 from 3, the rest of the team, 5 for 24. That's barely over 20% for the rest of the team. The other 4 starters, Garland, Strus, Okoro, and Mobley. I didn't want to blame Mobley. I thought he played a decent game, 17 and 8, efficient shooting. But Okoro, Garland, and Strus combined to go 3 for 16 from 3. Karis LeVert, he had a nice second half. I think I don't know if he didn't score or had like 3 points in the first half. I can't remember now. The Cavs got really nothing else off the bench. Dean Wade in his first game back had 5 points, 3 boards, 3 assists. Morris and Thompson, no scoring in their time. Sam Merrill played 11 minutes. He opened up the floor a little bit when the Cavs went on that run in the third quarter, but he only took 1 shot, and it was a drive to the basket. I mean, I don't understand how Sam Merrill's on the court for 11 minutes and doesn't take 1 3-pointer. In the end, not enough. We talked about this. Darius Garland has to play like an all-star. He played very well in game 2, and they got a lot of contributions from the other guys. LeVert had a big game. Okoro had a good game. Okoro was terrible in this game. Only played 18 minutes, 1 of 7 from the field, 2 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 turnover. He was a non-factor. Darius Garland, 6 of 15 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3. Like I said, he had some decent moments early in the fourth quarter, late in the third, but far from enough. He was minus 17 on the plus-minus, tied with Okoro for the worst on the team. He is just not playing with any kind of consistency. And for the Cavs to win the series against this really good Celtics team, they're going to have to get more. Somebody else has got to have a big game. They need it to be Garland. He can't score 15 points in an inefficient manner. And that's exactly what happened. And if he's going to be like that, well, other guys got to step up. And Okoro and Strus combining for 8 points in 55 minutes of action and shooting 3 of 15 and 2 of 10 from 3 is not going to cut it. The Cavs also got beat up pretty bad on the boards as they did in game 1 after doing a good job on the glass in game 2. The Celtics their starters, they're played really well outside of Horford. He had a terrible game. He looked awful. But Jaylen Brown was great, 28 points, 9 boards, 3 assists, and he was so efficient, 13 of 17. Jason Tatum shot over 40% from the field. He struggled from 3, 2 for 8. But inside the three-point line, he was 9 of 17, over 50%, 33 points, 13 boards, 6 assists, a steal, and a block. And Drew Holiday had a big game, big first half, 18, 8, and 5. The Celtics out-rebounded the Cavs 44-35. I expected the Celtics to win this game. It kind of went the way I thought. The Cavs gave you hope a couple times in that third quarter and again early in the fourth. But in the end, they really, they were never close enough. They never got it any closer than 8 points. And in that second half, the Celtics didn't get much from their bench either. I mean, the Celtics in fact, the Cavs bench outscored the Celtics bench 20-13. But the Celtics had 2 players score 28, and the Cavs had 1. Donovan Mitchell can't do it by himself. He scored 33 to match Tatum. Somebody's got to match Brown. That really needs to be Garland, and he's unable to do it. Brown doubled Garland's scoring. Garland looked completely lost at times, and it's frustrating. And I know fans are frustrated because his game has regressed, and so that's where we're at. And so you look ahead to game 4, Monday night, quick turnaround. Obviously, if the Cavs have any chance of staying in this series and making it a legitimate series, they're going to have to win game 4 Monday night. Otherwise, if they don't, the Celtics will probably win game 5 at home on Wednesday, and that'll be it. It'll be the gentleman's sweep, and it'll be all over. Also today, the Mavericks went up 2-1 on the Thunder. So Kyrie Irving is 2 wins away from the Western Conference final. But again, the final score 106-93. Cavs get yet another gutsy effort for Donovan Mitchell, who looked kind of, again, gassed late in the game. Did most of his scoring in the first half. He needed help. He got some in the second half, but far from enough. As Darius Garland, let's face it, he shit the bed in this game. It's just not good enough. And they need a little more from Mobley in the second half. I'm not going to kill Mobley. I thought he played pretty well overall. But they need Garland scoring 28 and Mobley scoring 20. Mobley close, but Garland not close. That's the difference. The Celtics are more consistently going to get 25-plus points from their top 2 guys. The Cavs are going to get it certainly from Mitchell, but will not get it consistently from Garland. It's been a miserable few days. I shouldn't say that. Well, yeah, I mean, the Cavs lost a miserable few days. The Cavs did play well on Thursday, but since then, the Guardians have lost a pair to the White Sox, which is just awful. They haven't hit in the series at all, and the Cavs obviously losing to the Celtics in game 3. Season on the line. I know it's 2-1, not 3-1, but the season is on the line Monday night at home, and I'll be back with my next podcast following that Monday game live. Thanks to everybody for listening and watching. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Thanks to Max and Monzo for producing. Please give it a thumbs up if you can. I appreciate you checking me out. We'll talk to you next time. Where else but right here in the Bullpen with Adam the Bull, brought to you by Bet Rivers. See you, everybody.